Hey there, Molly. How's everything going? I hope you're doing all right. If you've got a moment, I'd love to chat with you about the wedding plans. We're thinking of going all out and not holding back on expenses. I value your opinion, so I really appreciate hearing your feedback too. Just let me know when you're free, and we can message each other. Looking forward to catching up.
Hey, Rebecca. I'm available right now if you're up for a chat. I totally get that you're eager to go all out for the wedding. It must be such an exciting time for you, seeing your daughter get married. But I have something I need to share with you, and I hope you understand. Unfortunately, I don't think I'll be able to attend the wedding. There are some circumstances that had come up, and I won't be able to make it. I wanted to let you know as soon as possible.
Oh my goodness. I am absolutely thrilled. Can you believe it? Both my darlings are finally tying the knot. Wait, what's this I'm hearing? You won't be able to make it? Oh no, sweetheart. That just won't do. We simply can't have a celebration without you.
I feel so bad about this, but I've got this work thing coming up that exact week. The wedding is on June 25th, right? I gotta fly out on the 22nd and won't be back until July 3rd. I seriously wish I could be there, but this trip is unavoidable. By the way, I haven't broken the news to Tina yet, but I'll make sure to let her know the next time we catch up.
But you must come. We absolutely need you there. A wedding is far more significant than work. Weddings are such a rare occasion in a person's lifetime. You can always reschedule your business trip for another time.
I really want to say no to this trip, but it's my work and nobody else can cover for me. Plus, this trip is going to be a big deal for my career. I'm really sorry for the hassle. I wish things could be easier.
Tina is your family, for crying out loud. She's your sister-in-law. You can't just brush her off like that. We absolutely require your presence. There's absolutely no way you can miss this. It's your responsibility to the family, plain and simple. Please, please tell me you're kidding. I can forgive a joke, but not this.
I really wish it was a joke, believe me, but it's not. I can't change the dates of the trip. I feel awful that I can't be there and lend a hand, but I don't want to lie to you. I was upset when I found out too, but I'm the project manager, and I have to be there.
Wow, there's definitely something messed up in your head if you think work is more important than family. I highly doubt you're that crucial. And I'm pretty sure they can manage just fine without you. Just remember, the entire extended family is going to be there. And you'll be the only one absent. That's going to make you look pretty damn bad.
I totally get that, but we're in a super crucial phase at work right now. There's so much at stake and the success of this project is on the line. I already informed Jason about the trip. I'm stuck, you know? I wrote up the proposal myself, and I gotta be there to handle questions and ensure everything goes smoothly. Nobody else in the company can fill my shoes. It's just something I have to do.
Oh, please. It's just a stupid business trip. Big deal. You can easily reschedule it. Even a few days later would work. It's not that hard. You have an obligation to be at that wedding. If you choose the work trip over it, you're failing this entire family.
I totally get that you're upset, and I genuinely apologize, but I truly can make it to the wedding. If it were solely up to me, I would do my best to reschedule the business trip, but it's not just me involved. It's the whole team and even the other company.
Wow. That's absolutely unbelievable and utterly unforgivable. Where are your priorities? You're just using work as a pathetic excuse to avoid attending the wedding. If you're gonna bail on this important family event, then you can kiss your place in this family goodbye. Consider this a demand. I want you and Jason to get divorced.
Hey, I'm sorry, but don't you think you're going a bit overboard here? I understand you're upset, but it's not really your call to decide whether Jason and I should get a divorce or not. I have my own career in life too, you know. Obviously, I'm going to apologize to Tina. I'll have a chat with her about it. I really want to make it up to her and find another way to celebrate her wedding. I'm pretty sure she'll understand.
Oh, please, make it up to her? Give me a break. There's no way anything you can do can make up for ditching her wedding. Do you really believe you can just throw money at all your problems and magically make them disappear? Ugh, give me a break.
That's not my intention at all. I'm just not trying to throw money at the problem and call it a day. Could you please give me a chance to talk to Tina about it first? I'm sure we can find a way to work things out together.
Oh, wow. You think you're so clever with your money, huh? Well, newsflash, there are plenty of things money can't buy. There's absolutely no need for you to talk to Tina about it. I'll handle it on her behalf. Is Tina not important to you? Do you even consider her part of your precious family? Clearly, she means nothing to you if you're skipping her wedding. If you're not gonna be there for her, then you're not family. It's as simple as that. Do us all a favor and divorce Jason already. Get the hell out of here.
Why is divorce the only solution?
Because it is. And you're just too dense to comprehend it. A woman who doesn't prioritize her family doesn't deserve to be a part of it. We sure as hell don't need someone like you polluting our family. We want you gone. And guess what? Jason is far better off without you too.
Even if you say that it's really something for Jason and I to decide, not you.
Oh, by the way, even though you won't be able to make it, you're still responsible for covering your share of the wedding expenses.
Whoa! Wait a minute. My portion?
Yes, of course.
What are you talking about? I don't have any portion.
Of course you care more about money than anything else. So that's the absolute minimum you can do. It's not like it'll make a dent in your precious wallet. You can easily afford it. In fact, you're gonna end up paying for most of it anyway.
I'm sorry, but that doesn't really make any sense to me. It's Tina's wedding, not mine. I fail to understand why I should be responsible for covering the expenses.
Well, it's pretty simple, Molly. You're so obsessed with work that you neglect your family, which clearly earns you a hefty paycheck. The least you could do is use that money to contribute to the family. Having a wealthy daughter-in-law who's always absent is utterly pointless if she won't even bother paying for anything.
Well, Jason and I didn't get married for your benefit. And as much as I love Tina, I'm not responsible for her wedding.
You joined this family through marriage, huh? Well, guess what? Your husband, my son, is the sole owner of the money you earn. And since his money is essentially my money too, I have the freedom to spend it however I please. It seems your primary value lies in your financial contributions, so naturally, you're responsible for footing the bills.
Wow, I must say, your perspective seems quite outdated. I just can't wrap my head around it, honestly. Let me repeat myself though. This wedding is all about Tina, not me. It's not my duty to shoulder the financial burden. Of course, I'll definitely be giving her a thoughtful wedding gift, but I won't be the one paying for the entire event.
Listen carefully, because this is the only thing I'm gonna say. Your sole responsibility is to provide money. Therefore, I demand that you deliver the full amount promptly. No excuses, no delays. I expect to receive the money in full, and I expect it soon.
Wait, did Tina agree to this? Does she even know about this?
Tina has specifically requested my assistance in covering the costs. And now I'm delegating this responsibility to you. Therefore, it falls upon your shoulders to fit the bill on my behalf. And I expect no compromises when it comes to expenses. I demand nothing less than the most extravagant wedding that money can buy.
So, you're saying that you want me to pay for it all?
Yes, I guess that's how it turned out.
There's no way I'm doing that. It's just not right. It's absolutely ridiculous. Just wait until I tell Jason what you're asking me.
But Jason already knows, and he also agrees with me.
What? He does?
Listen up, you dimwit. Jason is my puppet, always ready to obey my every command without me having to utter a single word. Don't you dare forget that your money is as good as Jason's money. In fact, Jason's money is practically an extension of my own wealth. So let me make this crystal clear. I have the final say in how I choose to splurge my cash. Whether you like it or not, it's my money, and I'll do whatever the hell I want with it. Got it, moron?
Are you sure Jason agrees to this nonsense?
What do you mean, nonsense? When I speak, it's not just nonsense, my foolish daughter-in-law. I call the shots around here, and my word is law. So don't question it, all right?
That's very unreasonable. Anyway, I'm going to talk to Jason and see what he thinks about this. Don't expect me to pay for anything.
If you don't want a divorce, then you better pay for it. If you don't pay, then sign the divorce papers right now. You also better show up to the wedding and have your wedding gift ready.
I have a business trip. I can make it. Why won't you understand that?
Oh, spare me the excuses. Business trip. My butt. You're just using that as an excuse for a luxurious vacation while my daughter is having the biggest day of her life. If you're so loaded with cash, why don't you just hand it over to us? We could actually put it to good use, unlike your frivolous escapades.
It's not a vacation. It's a work trip. I would rather go to Tina's wedding than this trip, believe me. But it can't be helped. I'm not paying for the wedding. I'm going to talk to Jason about your behavior. I suggest that you have to talk with him as well.
Hey, Molly. Do you really plan on not coming today?
What? I've already told you many times that I won't be able to make it.
And I explicitly stated that it's completely unacceptable. But it seems like you conveniently forgot what I said. Ugh! I can't even to comprehend the depths of your stupidity and stubbornness. It's truly mind-boggling.
I didn't forget, but I can't be there. I can't be there. It's out of my hands.
I can't believe you're really not coming. What about the money?
You are asking about that again. I already said that I'm not going to be paying for the wedding.
Then you're okay with getting a divorce.
Are we really going to start this again?
How many times do I have to spell it out for you, you imbecile? I clearly told you that if you dare to be a no-show, it's an automatic ticket to divorce court. I made myself crystal clear, but it seems like your pea-sized brain can't comprehend simple instructions. So if you want to avoid the disaster of divorce, you better transfer the damn money into my bank account ASAP. No excuses, no delays. Chop chop.
You are being ridiculous. Stop it.
Oh, now you want me to put a stop to it? After the colossal stunt you pulled? You single-handedly ruined Tina's wedding by being a pathetic no-show. The only shot you have to avoiding a divorce is if you open up that wallet of yours and foot the bill for the entire wedding.
Well, Jason and I have already separated and we started the divorce proceedings. We're just waiting on a court date.
What? What are you talking about?
Jason and I are getting a divorce. We're no longer husband and wife. I have no reason to be at the wedding now either. I don't have to be at the wedding today, and I don't even need to talk to you.
What do you mean you're getting a divorce? When did you and Jason separate?
Did you not hear about it? Jason didn't tell you yet? I guess he wanted you to wait until after the wedding so it doesn't ruin the event. Anyway, I don't owe you any of the details, but we ran into a few problems that we kept fighting over and over about. In the end, we decided to go our separate ways. We filed for divorce about a week ago.
A week ago? Jason didn't tell me anything about it. How could you get a divorce without my permission?
Who do you think you are anyway? You don't own us and we're both legal adults. We get to decide what we want to do. We don't need you to preside over or even be aware of any of our businesses.
I am Jason's mother. You can't just decide to get a divorce on your own. You think you can do better than my boy? Well, you can't. He's perfect in every way. I regret letting you marry him. He's too good for the likes of you.
Really? But you wanted me to divorce him so badly a minute ago. You told me to get it done a while ago and you repeated that just now. You got what you wished for. We are divorced. Aren't you happy that you got what you wanted? Your boy might be perfect in your eyes, but there are many things that he lacks as a husband.
That wasn't part of the plan. I had everything worked out. Now, what are we going to do with the wedding expenses? You're still going to pay for them, right?
What? I wasn't going to before and I'm definitely not going to do it now.
Why not? You're still family until the divorce has been finalized.
It doesn't matter. It was never my responsibility or intention to pay for the wedding. It makes no sense that I would have to pay for my sister-in-law's wedding. It's unheard of. You wanted an extravagant wedding, so you pay for it. Don't demand other people to pay for what you want. Pay your own bills, you parasite.
You better watch that filthy mouth of yours before I shut it for you. Let's face it, you're the big shot with all the money, aren't you? You work tirelessly, sacrificing precious family time in pursuit of that almighty dollar. So the least you can do is spread some of that dough around. You selfish prick.
I do work hard, but I'm still not your personal piggy bank. The money I make is mine. I get to spend it any way I see fit. Contrary to what you think, you don't get to tell me what to do with it.
Fine, it's your money. But if you don't help me pay off this wedding expense, then I'm going to be in a lot of trouble. Do you really plan on skirting from this responsibility?
I am not responsible, so I'm not skirting from anything. I don't have anything to do with the wedding. I never agreed to pay a penny. It doesn't matter how you try to twist this, but I'm not paying for it. That's the end of the story.
What about your divorce? What are you going to do now that you and Jason are divorced?
What? Are you trying to change the subject? Thanks for worrying about me, but I'm just going to focus on my career now. The divorce really didn't affect me in any way.
That's very cold of you. How could you say it like that?
Well, maybe that's why I never took your empty divorce threat seriously. Whether I'm married or divorced, it makes no difference to me. I'm perfectly capable of making my own money and taking care of myself without relying on anyone. It was actually the opposite for Jason. He earned less than me, so he depended on me to maintain his cushy lifestyle. Now that we are divorced, I no longer have his dead weight dragging me down, and I'm free from the clutches of the demanding mother-in-law like you. I can finally focus on my career and live life on my own terms. Trust me, I'm happier than ever in my current situation.
How dare you speak about my son in such a manner? He surpasses you in every way possible. A person of his caliber is something you can only dream of achieving.
Fine, let's focus on you. It's your fault that we are divorced.
It's not my fault. Don't blame me for your failed marriage. If you two had problems, then only the two of you could have worked them out.
You were one of our biggest problems. You made my life so miserable, and Jason was always more than willing to take your side. He told me to just pay for the wedding as long as it kept you happy and off our backs. He wanted me to just give in to all of your demands. Jason wasn't willing to fight for me, and that's how I realized that the relationship couldn't work. I doubt Adam would feel much sympathy for Jason if he knew. Jason always takes your side no matter what, but I wonder about the rest of the family.
You're not planning on telling everyone what happened, are you? You don't need to say anything unnecessary to them.
I really like Adam, so I'd feel bad if I just left without talking to him. I know he wanted things to work out with me and Jason. Hey, I'm actually a little curious about something. You said the wedding would be ruined if I didn't pay for it, right? Does that mean that it still hasn't been paid for yet?
We've paid for about half of it with the deposits, but there's still a lot left. I don't have enough to pay the whole thing. That's why I wanted you to pay.
There are other ways. You could have asked the groom's parents to help out. Although, knowing you and your ego, you probably said that you'd pay for it all without thinking.
And so what? Parents are important, you know?
But this looks really bad for you now. And the dumbest part is that Tina would have been perfectly happy with more affordable wedding. I know she definitely wouldn't be happy to hear that you destroyed Jason's and my marriage in your effort to spend above your budget. What a way to put black mark on what should be a happy day.
So don't you tell her. If she finds out, it's your fault.
There you go again, blaming me for your problems. But at this point, you can say whatever you want about me. People are going to know that it's your fault in the end anyway. You pushed my relationship with Jason past the brink with your ridiculousness.
Don't make me sound like some kind of bad guy.
Don't tell me you actually think you were doing the right thing. I mean, I get you were just trying to give your daughter the best things, but the way you tried to get it done was all wrong. I tried my best to deal with you as gently as I could, but you kept threatening me.
Fine. I'll admit that I was a bit rough with you. I'm sorry, okay? So let's just keep this between us. Like you said, I don't think the others will really understand if they hear about what happened. Especially Adam. He's fond of you.
I owe it to Adam to tell him what happened. You'll be lucky if he doesn't ask you for a divorce.
Hey, don't you dare use that word around him. I don't want you giving him any ideas. I apologize for my behavior earlier, okay? That should be enough.
Have fun at the wedding today. But remember, I'm not paying for it. You won't see a single cent from me. You already helped ruin one marriage. Be careful that the next marriage you ruined isn't your own. In the end, Adam found out everything that Rebecca had done. I didn't tell him everything, but he was able to guess the rest. He knew how his wife could be. He was also getting tired of her antics and decided that it was time that they also get a divorce. I'm sorry that their marriage also had to end, but that problem is between them. As for Tina's marriage, Rebecca couldn't come up with the money in time, so she had to take out a loan. The loan is going to take a long time for her to pay back because her only source of income is her social security. Since her own divorce, Rebecca also had to move out and find her own place to live. She ended up having to get a job at a factory. The pay is low and the hours are very hard. She worked days and nights just to make enough to get by. Rebecca was too ashamed to ask anyone for help. After Tina got married, she never contacted Rebecca again. The last I heard, Tina and her husband had moved to a different state. So, Rebecca's left with that big loan all by herself. I don't even think that Rebecca ever told Tina or Jason about it. As for me, I've been thriving. The business trip was a major success. The project led to bigger and bigger opportunities for me. I'm off for a big bonus and promotion thanks to the project. I've been so busy that I haven't even had time to think about my failed marriage. Jason messaged me to see if we could get back together, but I don't even have time to reply to him. Getting back with him wouldn't be a good idea anyway. I was able to escape that life and I don't ever want to go back. Our divorce was finalized a few months after the wedding. The process was relatively quick and painless. We split everything down to the middle and went our separate ways. I bought my own condo with an amazing view of the city. I'm enjoying time on my own right now and I'm definitely at peace with myself. I'm even thinking of taking time off and going on a real vacation soon, maybe somewhere overseas to relax. Maybe I'll get married again someday, but I want to find the right person first. I just hope and pray that someone doesn't come with a controlling family, but that's at the very bottom of my to-do list now. For now, I'm just going to focus on myself and see what's waiting for me out there.